Hey guys, and welcome to Cigar Box. Today we're going to be doing a very controversial video, which a lot of people will agree with, some people will not agree with, but I'm putting out a disclaimer that these are only my personal opinion and my personal experience with these brands. So if anyone agrees or disagrees, please write down in the comments what you think you should change, what you think of the cigars, etc, etc. Before we get started, I've made 5 categories. One is never tried because I'm new to this hobby. I haven't tried all the cigar brands. I want to, haven't tried all of them. The next one is okay, cigars which I would not necessarily go out of my way to smoke. The next category is perfect. These cigars are just great for whatever they are, what is advertised on the box. They're just good. Great taste, great flavor, and just good for overall. The next category is underrated. Now there's not going to be that many in there, but I feel like there's a few brands which are quite underrated. And finally, the last category is insane. And I know everyone's going to say, oh, Cohiba's going to be there, but yes, they are insane. Let's get started. The first brand I've actually never tried. This is Forseca. I've never tried these. The next cigar brand is Cohiba. Now, Cohiba are known for their interesting shaped cigars, but they are great cigars. Cigars I've enjoyed. I've tried the Divinos, the Tradicionales. So I think I'll put them in okay. I don't think they are perfect. I think they're okay. St. Louis Rey. I would, if I had another category, I'd put them there just because I think they're not that good. I find them a bit tasting a bit Nicaraguan, a bit New Worldish, and I have tried a few New World cigars, so I'll put them in okay as well. The next brand we have is La Gloria Cubana. Now La Gloria, I've tried the Turquinos, I've tried some regional editions, and they were all, I would say, perfect because they're light, but they're full of flavor and they're great cigars. So these will go into the perfect category. La Flor de Cano, I can never say I've tried, so that will go in never tried category. Now Cohiba, straight, no questions about it. Now I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, Cohiba's overrated, overpriced. True, but first of all, the leaves that go into Cohiba cigars are very, very flavorful, and there's less of them, especially in the Bejiques and the Siglo 6s. And in general, I've never tasted a Cohiba that wasn't incredibly flavorful and enjoyable. Yes, there are a lot which come with quality control damage that are clogged up and whatnot, but overall, Cohiba is just insane. There's no arguing with that. Veguras, again, another brand I've never tried. I actually see a lot of people raving about it on Reddit, in the Cuban cigar Reddit. So I definitely want to try a few. They're very cheap cigars, and they look very appealing. And from what I heard people say, they are, flavorful. So I will put them in the never tried, but hopefully soon in next year's one they'll go up. Now the next one we have Partagas. Partagas, straight up insane. And the reason being is I've never tasted a Partagas which wasn't incredible. From the cheapest ones, from the Milflail, all the way up to the P2s, the D4s, the D5s, the E2s. I haven't actually tried the new Maestro line, but any ones that I've tried, straight away insane and just great smokes. And unfortunately, they're a bit overpriced now, especially the P2s and the D4s. D4s, for some reason, I don't understand why they're so, expensive. But nonetheless, I think that they are absolutely insane. Next brand is Punch. Now, I'm going to put Punch in underrated, and let me explain. I've tried the Punch. I've tried the Punch 48. I've tried the Short the Punch. I've tried the new Punch that came out. I think it's called Torfinos. And I must say, they are such good cigars to smoke and really, really enjoyable. and therefore I'm going to put them in the underrated brand because I feel like a lot of other brands overshadow them and people don't give them enough love. So I'm going to put them in the underrated category. The next cigar brand we have is Bolivar, and this Bolivar goes bang. It's straight in the insane, and that's mainly because Bolivar is my favorite cigar brand, more than Cohiba actually. So let me see if I can put them in the front of, oh no, you can't, in front of Cohiba, because honestly they're just incredible. Obviously my favorite cigar is the Bolivar Bellicos Finos, and it's just something that I really enjoy and I like. I actually have I've tried the Bolivar, the Regentes, which is the limited edition cigar, which I really enjoyed. Unfortunately, I wasn't quick enough to buy a box, but I'm definitely on the hunt for it. So if you guys see, please let me know in the comments where you can find. The next one is Corredor Sai, and I will put them as perfect. Reason being, they're just great. The 50, the 52, the 54, all of them, they're just great cigars. Nothing wrong with them. Perfect. Rafael Gonzalez, still haven't tried. Would love to try one, but unfortunately, I just never got around to it. But I think the next box I will buy will be a Rafael Gonzalez. Diplomáticos, I know it's going to get a lot of hate, but I think that Diplomáticos are just okay. They used to be very big, and a lot of people used to rave about them. But recently they've been just basically just producing the Diplomáticos number 2, sorry, and a few regional editions. But I don't think they're anything special. I've had the Spanish regional edition. I've had the number 2s. I haven't had any of the number 3 and 4, which are the vintages one, which I hope to smoke at some point. But for now, I will say they're just basically okay. Por Larranaga, underrated. Reason being, everyone that I've smoked, Galanes, the Petit Corona, the Picadores especially, they've just all been so wonderful. It's one of the oldest cigar brands, and it's just amazing. So I think they're very underrated, and people don't pay enough attention to them. Hoyo de Monterrey, again, it's a daily smoke. It's perfect cigar. All of their cigars are light morning cigars, flavorful. They have such a wide range of different vitolas. I would say they're just perfect. There's nothing wrong with them. Montecristo, that's a difficult one. On the one hand, I would say they're perfect. I don't think they're insane. Actually, no, I'll say they're insane. Main reason is that I haven't come across. Besides for the Media Corona, I've never come across a cigar of Montecristo that I didn't like. I've loved them all, so definitely going in the insane category. Vegas Robina, this is a very special brand, and again I will put this in the underrated just because I feel like people don't give them enough love. It's actually right now by the son, Vegas Robina's son. He's in charge of the brand, and I think he's doing a wonderful job. I don't think they're making enough because they're always not available, but I think that their cigars are just wonderful. Juan Lopez, okay. I don't love them, don't hate them. I've smoked the number one, Selección number 1, Selección number 2. I think they're good. They're not bad, but I don't think they are anything special. Trinidad, straight away insane. I'm not even gonna argue with it. I'm just gonna say they're insane. Every one of their cigars is just beautiful. No, nothing bad to say about the brand, and I think I'm just gonna move on because I just enjoy all of their cigars. San Cristobal de Bambana, okay. I don't think they're amazing. I think they're alright. Nothing special. I've tried a few of their vitolas. I never found them particularly flavorful or something that I enjoy. I just think they're okay. El Rey del Mundo, I have tried only one of their cigars, and I wasn't too impressed. So I'm going to say okay, but again, this might change when I have a few more of their cigars. Jose El Piedra, again, never smoked them. Sancho Panza, I've heard they're very good, just never tried before. And now we are up to the next 4 brands besides the Quintero. Quintero I'm just going to put straight away never tried because I've never tried Quinteros. Now the last 3 brands, a lot of people will disagree with me, but I think that that what I'm going to say is going to shock a few people. We'll start off with H. Upman. Now everyone knows the story of Mr. H. Upman, who came to Cuba. He was a banker and he decided to create his own brand of cigars. Now, I've smoked every single H. Upman regular production cigar, and I must say that in my opinion, it's better than Monte Cristo. Now, a lot of people are going to be like, oh my gosh, how can you say that? But I just think that they're so good at what they do. I very, very rarely find cigars that have blockage issues. I always find them to be very good. And just in general, it's a cigar that I really enjoy. Any of them, whether it's the Corona Majores, to the Connoisseurs, the Half Corona, just any one of them really. They're all the Magnum lines. They're just all more than perfect. They're insane. So they're definitely going to the insane category, no question about that. Now, Romeo Julieta, again, no one can argue with this. Perfect. Every cigar is just perfect, incredible, and I think that there's nothing wrong with them. Like, they're just, any cigar you take, anyone who starts off cigars usually buys Romeo Julieta as the most famous brand. I believe they're actually more famous than Cohiba, even though Cohiba are so much in your face because they're the most special, the most expensive, blah blah blah. I think that Romeo Julieta, no one can argue with that. They're just too good. And finally, we have the Ramon Alones, one of my favorite brands. I've smoked a lot of their cigars. I actually never tried the number 3. I bought one recently in Spain, which I can't wait to try. But these are just phenomenal cigars, and I see nothing wrong with them. Which category would I put them in? I'm not sure to put them in they're not insane. They're not underrated. I think I'll put them in perfect alongside the Romeo Julieta. Well, guys, there you have it. This is my tier list. That how I view Cuban cigars. A lot of people will disagree with me. A lot of people will say, "Oh my gosh, how can you say that?" But these are just, again, like I said in the disclaimer at the beginning, these are just my personal favorites. But you guys are welcome to comment at the bottom to tell me what you guys like the most. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next.